Good morning and welcome to the Geelong District Football and Netball Show. Joining me this morning on the show are our two regular panel members, Christy Cryer-Waller.
Good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you today?
I'm very good.
That's good.
Very good. And of course, Fiona Clark from the West Geelong Netball Club.
Good morning, Bertie.
How are you, Fee?
Not too bad.
Well, Fee, I'm sure you're very happy after last weekend.
Absolutely great to get off the bottom of the ladder again. We definitely don't want to end up there by the end of the year, so that was a crunch game for us and a bit of confidence back in the girls. So that's what we needed.
And Christy, what have you been doing? What have you been doing for the last week or so? We weren't here last week.
Last week? What do you mean? I was in here last week.
Oh, you were too. I keep getting mixed up with you and the doll. I just can't
righto.
work the. Sometimes
I was here just lying low. See, I told you when you give up your coaching role, you end up a little bit more busier than you think you're going to be. But it's getting closer. 4 rounds left and moving on to finals. So I will be around.
Of course, everyone's watching the show this morning. We're all together on the one camera. Of course, we're not going to point the finger of blame at anyone because it's no one's fault. Anyway, now, Christy.
Yeah.
I've heard a rumour.
Have you?
I've heard a rumour.
Really?
Yes. What are you doing next year?
I don't know yet.
No one's approached you about coaching next year?
No.
No?
No.
All right then.
Are they offering me good money or what?
Money?
Yeah.
You don't get paid. You do everything for the love of the game.
I thought our coaches did.
Oh, come on. All the coaches do except for you.
Well,
Because Werribee don't pay money. Yeah, so.
Hey, well, don't you worry about that. It's not players. No.
All right. We'll have a look at the first game that occurred last week. Winchelsea 72 defeating Inverleigh 29 in a game that I thought would be a little bit closer, but once again, that girl, Julia Knight, bang, 50.
And I think the difference there is probably the standard of netball that Julia probably plays. As you said, Inverleigh, we probably thought it was going to be a little bit closer, but then it's the standard that those Winchelsea girls are used to playing, which is probably very different to the Inverleigh girls. So obviously they blew that game out there. But that wasn't the only game this week that had such high scoring. So
True.
It's obviously a good day for it.
True, but I think just before the game, though, it was second versus fifth, and you thought there might be a bit closer than that.
Look, I reckon, I believe in the last couple of years, and again this year, I think our top 3 are away from everyone else in the league. That's my opinion, but I feel like the top 3 are a standout. Teams underneath, I should say. I don't believe they're as up to it as the top 3. I may be wrong, and I might be proved wrong in the next couple of weeks, but that's how I feel at the moment.
Well, you have been proved wrong before,
I
haven't you?
have. Don't
So
worry
we
about
won't
that.
go there.
You asked my opinion?
Yeah. So look, good win to Winchelsea, and with 4 games remaining, Fee, I'm sure Winch are looking at consolidating their top 3 position.
Absolutely. Look, they will do it. I think there's no doubt about that. How they go in finals, that's a different question, and that's a whole different ball game once it comes to finals. But 52 goals, Julia, unbelievable. That's
She last probably 3 or 4 weeks she's averaged around 50 or 49 or something like that. And like you just said, then Fee, depends how they go in finals. And Winch have fallen over the last couple of years in finals, lost by a goal, lost by 2 goals, and they had some big chances there, but they went missing. So it'll be interesting with 4 games to go, and we're into finals. We'll look at the next game. East Geelong 82 defeated Bannockburn 26 in what was a very good win by the girls, I thought.
Next game, no. Come on, Bertie, tell us all about it.
No, look,
what did you do differently? 82 goals, you haven't scored around that mark at all this season.
No.
So who'd you put in goals?
Just our normal 2 girls were goaling, Melissa Bragg and Shay Rowbottom, and they just played a great game. And it just sort of clicked this week. It sort of clicked, and it just presented us with more opportunities. The girls they just clicked this weekend.
Going from probably something Beck said last week on the show was the standard of the defence that Melissa and what's the other girl's name? Sorry, Shay. The defenders they were playing, were they similar age to these girls? Because I think maybe that's been a little bit of pattern throughout the season as well, that they've played girls when they've seemed to play against a couple of the more older, mature girls, they haven't stood up as well.
There are not many 15-year-old defenders running around in A
but
grade.
there's certainly
There's actually-
younger girls.
There's probably none. Actually, there's none.
Oh, one played for Werribee a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in a little bit later on as well. Look, just I mean, even though the girls shot the goals, our defence was great, our centre court was great, and just the team clicked. And it's just good to get a high score, get a bit of percentage on the board. We're back in the 5 now, and hopefully we're going to stay
You
there.
sit there.
So we'll just take it one game at a time. North Geelong later on this afternoon. So we'll just see how we go up against North.
Yeah.
So Belpost Hill 63 defeated North Geelong 37. In the end, comfortable win to Belpost Hill. North, you thought they might. They should have shot 37 goals. But Belpost Hill, Kim Martin just dominant there under the goal ring.
49 goals again this week. She's taken away the leader scoreboard this year, and she's going to hold on to that well and truly. I don't think anyone will be able to catch her. And she's been a standout for Belpost Hill this year. It's been consistent throughout the year.
Since moving back to that goal shooter's position, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I suppose the only thing that Terry's got to worry about down there is Kim is shooting 90% of their goals week in and week out. Can you imagine what would happen if there was no Kim Martin?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
But that's okay, because often you can structure your team around a player. That can happen. It's not great for finals, or if a player goes down, or if for some reason a player can't play. But certainly, if you've got her, expose her. Use her where you can.
Absolutely. Werribee 80 in another high-scoring game defeated Belmont Lions 14. Wow, that's a big one.
It is a big one, and especially when you've had, or a girl that I know of, a C grade player standing up to play A grade. She is a tall goaler, ex-basketballer, which can make a difference. So certainly there, but they've had to rotate their goaling around the last couple of weeks. Seems to be coming off for them though, and especially this week.
Why are they rotating their goaling around?
Unfortunately, they haven't had 2 of their A grade goalers. One has been injured. I'm not sure where she was this week, and Aisha's taken some time.
Okay,
off
so
netball.
Jenny's been injured. Jenny Gardner's been injured.
Had been injured. I'm not sure where she was on the weekend, but she was injured.
Okay.
Yep. But
And who else is missing? Who's
on the weekend, Aisha Ward was missing.
okay? And is
Yep.
Aisha Ward going to be playing for the rest of the season? Do you know?
I'm sure they'll be wanting her back come finals.
You never answered the question.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. I'm trying to skip the question.
Yeah, I know. Hello. Avoidance again. All right, look, I think we'll just wrap it up. We'll go for a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment.